So Dougal's away. So for the next 2 weeks, you'll be getting clips from a side adventure with Creed and Dain, played by Clarence and Kane, respectively. And then we'll be back to scheduled programming. Thanks so much, everyone. I say the word like a lot in this episode. I will work on that. It really annoyed me listening back. Sorry if this has like heightened your awareness of it. Okay, thank you, bye. Let's go. Bye! Just for you remember. What you think was
Well,
important.
buddy, Meathera died. We met bloody Merlin Truegift from this.
True.
Oh my god, what a guy. Stacked up with this guy Yarrick, for the night, and he's gone somewhere. And yeah, now we've met this little gnome thing in the tavern, like Karlak's Tavern or something like that, and then yeah, now we're gonna fight some rats. Is what where we're up to.
That is all correct. Clarence, did you want to add anything?
I don't recall anything else of importance.
That is the gist. I was listening back to the recording, and Perrin did say his name.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
But I take it as like
I just
if
forgot.
Kane didn't remember, then Dain didn't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he persuaded me anyway.
Yeah, and I guess like maybe you thought an elf maybe has like different, maybe it translates differently or something.
Yeah, it translates to Merlin or something.
I think that's pretty easily retconned or
Easily
whatever.
written in.
Yeah.
Alright, so when we last left our adventures, they just walked into the artisanal brew house Karlak, and met a gnome who wants our adventurers, Creed the tiefling druid, Dan killed the hill dwarf paladin, and Perrin Galanadel slash Merlin Truegift, the drow sorcerer. He wants these three adventurers to cull some rats.
Yeah.
But so he says, "Oh yeah, great. Well, two things. It's like lunchtime. I don't really want you guys making like a bunch of noise while we're still open. And also I kind of have to like register the quest or something at the guild. And as he's like saying this, he's busy writing on a piece of paper, obviously something that needs to be given to the guild. Geez, I don't really know what to write. I wish Marco was here. But I think this should do." And so he seems done. He starts like waving the piece of paper in the air to like dry the ink. A bit of it gets on Creed, like a speck of blue ink. And he says, "Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, I should write my name." And then he writes his name at the bottom clearly, and then he folds a piece of paper without drying it again. And he's shit. It's probably fine. Yeah. So can you guys, so Creed and Dain specifically, I do want to talk to Perrin about. Oh, why did I say Perrin? I do want to talk to this Berlin fella here for a little bit. His name intrigues me. But I want you two to skedaddle, basically. And at the same time, I'd appreciate if you could take this to the Adventurers Guild and register the quest. So I'm gonna give you the what is essentially a stat deck from the gnome.
Mm-hmm. The Zerstrel Adventurers Guild. This statutory declaration tends to legitimize the nature of my quest. So I hate specific inquiries should be directed to my associate Marco Volp. Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Shamrock?
Shamrock.
I recognize the name.
You recognize the name?
Yeah, this is Shamrock. You're one of those old adventurers
One of the
from
dudes.
Legend.
It's pretty common name. Anyway, you guys should go.
Yeah, okay, sure. We'll go deliver your
All right, Shamrock.
your note.
All right.
Owner of Artisanal Brewhouse Tea.
See you later, mate.
Yeah, so from the stat deck, you can clearly see that Common is not his first language, which
No.
is strange because he seems to be quite an old gnome. You would think that he would have had time to learn the most common language in the world. But anyway, yeah, so you guys stroll out of the tavern. You look back and Shamrock is kind of sizing up Merlin, and you can tell is being a bit interrogative of your drow friend.
Okay.
But you don't really like your drow friend that much, so you don't
Yeah, we're
think
gonna
too
lose
much
him.
of it.
He'll be fine.
So you have been tasked with going to the Adventurers Guild. The gnome hasn't really told you where it is. So there's that. Is there anything you notice about the merchant town that you find yourselves in once again? So, yeah, just each of
I
you come up with like some bullshit that you see in the town.
I just noticed there's a lot of equipment for sale that's like sort of like a staple of Adeptus chancery like equipment that usually wouldn't be for sale, and it's just like it's like scraps sort of um from some of the merchants.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
there's like a bunch of
like clothing, like the robes, for example, and just like yeah, a bunch of shit that like you'd only get from the chancery, pretty much. Like they made it,
okay,
and it's just like all like worn up and whatever.
interesting. So there's a bunch of like street salesmen trying to get rid of all this junk
Yeah,
that's clearly from like a religious order.
yeah.
Okay. And Creed, what do you notice?
There's quite a large bell tower in the center of the village, and it looks kind of run down, but still functional.
Okay, so it's still what do you say?
Still swaying in the
Sounds?
wind.
Still goes off every hour?
Bong.
Okay, so I'm picturing this merchant's town. It's like where it is, it used to be like an old village that must have gotten maybe run down as the nearby city grew and grew. And you kind of notice that people tend to be drawn to the city and away from villages as cities expand. But now that you have these massive convoys of merchants coming in and out every day, essentially, to the trade city, the merchants have kind of easily enough just bought up the land and have made a village of sorts, but without any clear governance. So yeah, you have a bell tower in the center that appears to have been run down for a long time, but at the top you can see what is a brand new brass bell, um, and it sounds, let's say, 11 times. Dong,
Nice.
dong, dong, dong. Yeah. Um,
etc.
and
Do I find out? Oh, can I? Do I think that it's like, because it's 11 o'clock?
um, yeah. What's your passive perception? 11? Yeah, you you re
I thought it was earlier than that.
you recognize that it is 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, good.
And as you look around, there's I guess people who might identify as merchants, but they don't really hold a torch to what is a new age term, more akin to the word businessmen who make deals using credit rather than actual physical cash. They are typically the kinds of people who would be taking their full wagons into the city, but you see people kind of left behind in this new age of commerce selling just scraps, old clothes, and you see more than one, maybe a few, selling a bunch of white robes that match the ones that Dain Dankil is wearing. Um, is there anything you want to do? You do have a quest to get to the Adventurers Guild. Um,
I'm just gonna. I'll come back to the clothes and stuff later. I'll see what they once I, get this other thing off my to-do list. I guess, seeing as I cannot, for the life of me, do more than one task at a time.
okay.
So let's start. Let's go up to one of the merchants actually that is selling the one of the guys just on the street with the robes and stuff.
Okay.
Uh, and be like, you there? Have you? Have you? Where's this adventurers guild I've been told about?
Oh, the Adventurers Guild. Are you after headquarters or the branch office?
Uh,
It says here we're looking for
someone
the
named Zershuil.
Zershil Adventurers Guild.
I understand, and hey, listen, you will find the Azurchwil's Adventure Guild. The headquarters is probably what you're after, but it's basically it's 3 miles from here, and
Aye,
basically your only hope is to walk there unless you've got a mount.
Oh,
There
okay.
there is the branch office that is in the merchant's town, but I'm not sure if they're open until later tonight. Did you want to buy some shit? I got some I got some old white robes that I found on the side of the road on the way here.
Where did you get this stuff?
Well,
You
I was on my way from out east at the junction between the capital and the Zershwil. I came from the east, you see. Um, and on the way north from the junction, a bunch of robes on the side of the on the road. They
Good.
look like they're of fine quality with nice red trim. They're almost
Hmm.
like some kind of religious garb. Oh, I see. You're wearing the same stuff.
Yeah, this is this is my religion. I guess. What would I say? I'd be like, Yeah, this is stuff for the chancellery. Where, just on the side of the road.
On the side of the road, I've heard there's quite a bit of commotion in the capital recently. I couldn't tell you the specifics. I'm just a merchant, as you can
That's okay.
see.
Fair. Okay, Creed, we're gonna go. What are we gonna do? You got an idea?
I could go for a walk. Let's have a
Go for a
wander,
walk.
mate.
You
Okay.
wanna just walk to the city?
Yeah, let's go towards the city then.
Yep.
All right. So you kind of wander back onto the road where you saw the handler, or where you saw off the handler. Um, and he kind of like waves at you, and he points um to a by road that is um meant for foot traffic rather than the merchant's route into the
Like the
city.
carts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do we go down there then? Let's go.
I guess so.
Okay.
On the road again.
So the road you're on is what is known as the Old Trade Way. And before the advent of horse-drawn carriages en masse, this is where people with hand carts would take their goods into the cities. Um, and it's mostly just used for civilian foot traffic. And the end of it into the city is what is now called the civilian terminal. So if you don't have any trade or goods to declare, this is where you go. Um, so Creed and Dain are traveling along the old tradeway when they see a small hut on the side of the road. So this is like a good mile or two, basically down a hill, so you're out of sight of the merchant's town. You can see the city walls in front of you. But
Mhm.
you see a small hut on the side of the road and a spiked barricade erected across the road. Um, and there are two people on the side of the road with cudgels in their hands. And they see you and they say, the man of the group says, "Halt! Zurchwell City Guard."
Hi, hello. We're just going. We're having a wander. Have you seen where? Do you know a way to the way to the Adventurers Guild?
Sure, I know the way, but you're gonna have to pay a toll if you want to get past.
Can I So this is a city guard, and I'm certain of that. Can I check to
Yeah,
see if?
nice, good. Yeah, good
Yeah.
answer. So you wanna suss these guys out a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll perception for you.
Okay.
All right, you rolled a 18, so +1 on perception.
19.
You
Cool.
Dane Dankill kind of stands there with his arms folded, and he doesn't say anything to the so-called guards. He just kind of
Mm.
looks them up and down, and he does acknowledge that they are wearing City Watch Guard of the Zurchwill People's Militia. You know this from your interests in military organizations. Um, but
Mm.
they are very, very poorly kept. They're
Mm.
tattered. Um, one of them is wearing the helmet backwards. Um,
Oh my god.
so you,
Imagine not noticing that someone was wearing the helmet backwards.
all right, but like it seems like
Yeah.
an easy enough mistake to make. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you're kind of like,
Fair enough.
this is a bit sus. Why are they wearing like dirty clothes when the city guard of Zurchwell is meant to be quite renowned?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like no guard, no. city guards of Zirkle I know would be wearing this clown suit, basically.
Clown suit, watch your tongue, child.
Hey, King,
I'm
what's
not a
your-
child, I'm a dwarf! Fuck you!
I roll for stealth. I roll for stealth.
To get out of there.
You're looking at them, bro. Uh,
How's your
yeah,
intimidation? King?
times are tough. Times are tough, dwarf. The road toll is. It's been 10 gold pieces for as long as I can remember. And the clothes, well, our guard captain doesn't let us wash it between shifts, so it's gotten all dirty.
And
How
that
many
guy's
kittens are
wearing
those?
his backwards.
He looks at his compatriot and he kind of like elbows them and says, "Kendra, you fucking idiot, your helmet's backwards." And she kind of like stands up straight and like twists the helmet around and then like realizes she's meant to be looking threatening and like goes back into like an aggressive stance.
You wouldn't have graduated the fucking training for like the guardsmen with that type of slack. Is essentially what I say to this lady.
Well, you have to you have to pay the toll. Yeah, you gotta pay the toll, or yeah.
I walk past. I try and walk past them.
Okay, so the the man, he's a human. He kind of just like blocks away and shoves you back quite aggressively, and then says 10 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Can I use
Do I
charm?
have?
Can I use charm person?
You want to charm them?
I want to charm this dude.
Okay, let's have a look at this. So, I might open up the book. Just, can you tell me what charm person does, or should I look it up?
You should look it up because I don't know where to find it.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh
Have
wait.
you not got it in your like actions or somewhere in here?
It's
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Charm person, druid, wisdom, like. Yeah, okay, yeah, it doesn't say the specifics of it. Lasts an hour. Within 30 feet.
okay.
Um,
So, you can charm a
visual
humanoid.
VNS components.
Okay, so the charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. So, um, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw against you. So they would have to roll a 12. Or so they would have to roll a 13 or higher.
Do not be charmed.
Right. So is that what you want to
See,
do?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, how do you... So this is a spell that has a
A
verbal and a somatic action. So can you tell me how you charm this human city guard, inverted commas? So it's just shoved you backwards and said 10 gold pieces each.
All right, Jack, you've seen Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Oh yeah?
you just put your.
I reach my hand out towards his shoulder and I say, "Hey."
Hey!
It just says, "Hey, yeah." And did you like
Okay.
a?
So the man is kind of like he's got his brow furrowed, he's kind of looking down, he's getting pretty agitated, and you say, "Hey," and he looks up at you and he says, "Yeah, man."
Um, we go way back. We don't need to pay the toll,
You
right,
know what,
buddy?
man? I guess you don't need to pay the toll. But I don't know. What do you think, Kendre? I saw him. He was casting a spell.
I use intimidation on Kendra to be like, shut up, like, fuck, don't say a word. And I like sort of have my like, what is it, a warhammer? And I just like do the little, like, I will kill you.
Just place a hand on your sword belt.
Okay, so you just point to your warhammer and
Mm.
you waggle your finger at her.
Yeah.
And she said, "Actually, maybe I'm just imagining things." And the man says, "Yeah, dude, remember back at the academy and you came back with that girl? Dude, I
Dude,
told
man.
you I didn't hear anything? Bro, I I heard it all, man. Hey, listen, I owe you from that time you bought me that sandwich and I never paid you back. Here you go, bro. How much a sandwich costs? I don't know." He reaches out his hand and drops 5 gold pieces into yours. Yeah, just go down the road. Um, Virtual Adventures Guild. Once you get through the terminal, it should be right on your left. Have a good day, guys. And
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
and Kenjay is just got her head in her hands, she
Like,
like picks up her helmet and like looks at it from the bottom and like spins it around a couple times in her hands, puts it back on her head backwards, and then kind of like waves to you.
we like, we wave back as we walk on. And yeah, we don't let her know that it's on backwards again.
Okay. Okay, so you successfully bypassed these two city guard, uh, quote
On
unquote.
quotation marks.
Yeah, and Creed got 5 gold pieces out of it. All right. So, is there anything else that you think happens on the remainder of your trip to the civilians terminal?
Mm. Oh yeah, I asked Creed if he actually knew that guy. Um,
Yeah, man. Of course. I grew up here. I grew up in the streets.
for,
So you grew up in Zurchville, did you?
As far as Dane's aware.
Oh,
oh,
what
okay. So
about your DM?
yeah. Should I try and so is this tell your DM whether this is real or not, and I will
Yeah, this is
use.
real.
Okay.
Okay. So you grew up in Zurchville, Creed.
Yeah, man.
So what do you remember about the city? So I can tell you some things. It's a port city, so part of it is
Oh,
like
okay.
on the edge of a massive lake.
Mhm.
Um, and there's constantly sailing boats going in and out of the port. And there's a wall that extends from the edge of the lake out to encircle what is Zurchville. And these are very solid, tall stone walls. But I want you to tell me what it's like inside the walls.
Mm. Well, the main thing I remember is they had really good octopus balls.
Fair enough.
Octopus balls. What's an octopus
Yeah.
ball?
It's like a calamari ring, but spherical.
Oh,
And yeah, pretty friendly city. Um, very very easy to lay low and skate the law.
Hmm.
Yeah, 'cause
Or so it was.
I remember saying that like the trade laws are a bit lax, and that's why it's such a popular city for trading. So it kind of makes sense that maybe the town guard is also a bit lax about its citizens. But clearly there's issues if there's people apparently masquerading as the people's
Yeah.
militia of the city.
This is new.
Yeah. All right. Has Dane ever heard of Zurchwil, the port city?
Could I do like a history check?
Yeah. I
Sure.
mean, it would be very, very easy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do I remember? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you
I
remember.
do
Tell
remember.
me some shit about it.
Oh shit. Let's see. I don't know. I just remember the strict my parents talked about how the how strict the guards are essentially, and like in their training to be the guards, and that's essentially what like helped me figure all that shit out before.
Right.
But yeah, that's the main thing I remember is, and obviously like sort of a like uh not a big layout of what the city looks like like the location of roads in the city, just like the shape of the city, not like so much the inside, just like what I've studied
Okay.
in the past.
Sure. So you have learned about like their militia and how they're quite strict in their training. And so there's a bit of a contradiction here, but we can easily resolve it. So
Mhm.
Creed said that it's pretty easy for like a street urchin to um, survive in this city because the city guards kind of turn a blind eye on maybe petty crime, um, but they're also strict in their martial training.
Yeah,
So
that's sort of what I meant
But
anyway.
they fucking hate magic users though.
okay, good.
Yeah, if they see any magic, they will
That's why
lock them
Olaf
up.
was a bit shifty, hey?
Mm. Then why we wanted to beat her up if she ever said anything. But she's not actually a talisman.
That's
No,
true.
she's not.
Allegedly,
She's a
allegedly.
thug. Just spoiler there. Okay,
Fuck.
so let's say that yeah, magic. Actually, yeah, let's say magic probably wouldn't go down so well if people saw you doing magic in the city.
But it was fine for a little backwards,
Yeah, if
basically.
no one sees you.
No one saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're still in the outskirts at the moment. Um, yeah, and you kind of make your way to the civilian terminal, and um, basically it's just a hole in the wall, for the lack of a better term. It's like got a iron gate that goes up, comes down, and it's manned by one guard, who's standing tall and proud with his helmet on the right way,
Hmm.
a spear at his side. And he kind of turns to look at you two and he says, Holt, can I get some... May I ask what your purpose of travel is? Are you citizens?
We're just looking for the Adventurers Guild, man.
The
Yeah, we're
Adventurers
just
Guild?
here for the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, sorry. Keep going.
Can I can I see some identifying documentation? Perhaps a request from a quest giver, if that's who you two are?
Yeah, we have a note here, and I
Alright.
hand the note over.
So he takes the note, um, and you notice he like lifts his thumb up after he touches it, and it's a little bit blue,
Mm,
and he starts like rubbing it between his fingers, and then
mm.
he licks it. He licks his fingers, and he makes like an awful face, and he's kind of like trying to figure out what to do with his hand that's like a little bit blue now. Um, and he says, 1 second, and he goes back into his little post, finds a handkerchief, wipes up the blue from his fingers, and throws it back on his desk. And he looks at the note, and he looks back at you two, and he says, "Did did a child write this? You fucking with me?"
No, uh, this is from a gnome that we saw this that brewhouse tea, artisanal brewhouse tea.
Yeah, I see that. Artisanal brewhouse tea. I don't think that
Yeah,
business is on the register anywhere.
it's House Carlac or something like that.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, we all know Shamrock here. And
Oh,
and and he like turns back and like there's a couple of guards who are on break like playing cards and they like kind of giggle but in a way that's kind of just like just trying to placate him, like entertain him. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you got him, dude. And then they go straight back to their card game.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, on just on the left. It's a big building. Tell Shamrock I said hi, eh? And he gives you back the note.
I say, uh, sure. What's your name? I'll let him know.
My name is Key Charkin, uh, captain of
Oh,
captain of the guard.
Okay. We'll let you
thanks,
know.
Keith.
Let him know, Key. Yeah.
Good doing
Then we
business with ya.
then we walk through towards the Adventurers Guild. Well, I do.
I
Like,
do as well.
okay.
Yeah, you're
I
clearly
follow.
together. Um, all right, so
That is ground.
you make your way to the Zurchwill Adventurers Guild. Um, it's basically a pretty enormous building. It's 2 stories. Um, I'd say it's about the size of like 2 barns next to each other. Um, and it's got these massive wooden double doors. Um, and one of the doors is like slightly pushed in, like it's slightly ajar, like you think you can just walk in.
All right. This door's
Oh,
already
it looks
open.
like we could walk in. Let's walk
Excellent.
in.
Do you just want to
Thank you.
walk in? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
walk in.
you make your way into the Zurchwill Adventurers Guild. It's an enormous, dark, but an enormous but dark and hollow building that would have once been a mecca for adventurers, spending their pay frivolously, drinking and eating into small hours as they regaled heroic tales that I suppose were new then but old now. Today, far more cobwebs than heroes are found here. Um, you can see a half-elf sorting through stacks of papers on one of the kind of mess hall-like tables, like ones you'd see at like lunchtime at a school. But it's just him sat by himself and is like rummaging through sheets of paper. And there's a halfling woman receptionist who isn't really paying attention, but she kind of looks up and she kind of waves at you and says, "Oh my God, welcome."
Hello. I'm Dane. This is this is Creed. This this is a tiefling. I I I have this note from Shamrock of the brew house
Oh my
down
God,
in the
Shamrock.
city.
Isn't he such a white fox? Give me that. And she takes it off of you. Oh, my name's Thurwin, by the way. Uh,
Thurwin?
yeah, Thurwin. Thurwin Frogcloak.
Oh, Kane will remember. Dane will remember
Let me see here. Um, this statutory declaration intends to legitimize the nature of my quest. The giant rats. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, this is about the rats.
Ah,
He asked us to clear out his cellar.
oh yeah, he was talking about expanding it. Isn't that so cute? Oh my God. And she kind of like puts the piece of paper down and she kind of starts rummaging through um lots of archival like drawers,
Mhm.
like those big ones, like big metal ones, and she's kind of like looking for pieces of paper clearly. She's trying to just make conversation with you. So where are you guys from?
We're from
from
south.
the capital.
So are you guys like you're adventurers clearly if you're taking this quest?
Yes.
So what's that like? Are you guys like oh my God, I haven't talked to an adventurer in like 6 months. What is it like? Tell me all about it.
Why has it been so? I just ignore her question, and I say, "Why? Why is this place so empty? I've heard it. It used to be so full of adventurers."
Yeah, I mean, I miss it too, but I don't know, they just stopped coming in the job, people stop posting jobs. I mean, there are still jobs, but let's see. And she looks at a corkboard that's next to her desk. I mean, all you really got is find lost cat, um find lost cat and help clean the boathouse. So, it's not really like slay the demon king of Asgul.
I see. Tasks more fit for an elf.
Oh my God, that's a good one. Anyway, um, yeah, so like you are adventurers, but did you what did you say your name was?
I'm Dane.
You're Dane. And sorry, what's your
I'm
name, sweetie?
Creed
Yeah, so
with
we
two E's.
we don't have your names on record, so I'm gonna have to get you to fill in an adventurer's application form. Once you're done
What?
with that, you wanna fill in this one, and this is an acknowledgement to take quest. Um, also, you probably have to register an account here with us. So account registration form. Don't worry, none of it's charged. Um, and you'll also want to take this, and this legitimizes your partnership with Shamrock. And yeah, the two of you will want to take these forms and fill them in. Here's a pen, well, maybe two pens. Here you go. Um,
What do you mean partnership? Just for this quest, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like a title. Everything has to go through the system, otherwise, something might get lost, and then someone get mad at me, and then
That's fair.
yeah, so sorry, but it's just company policy.
Okay,
Can I
well,
can I help you with anything else?
no, thank you.
No,
I just
we'll
start
get
filling it
these
in.
forms filled out.
Great. Hope to see you soon. Um,
But
and as you turn
you got a
away,
form for.
you notice in like the corner of your eye, her like happy smile just turns into the most like bitchy resting face. Um, as you go off to sign your piece of paper. Um, so yeah, you you have like a huge choice of where to sit down to write out these application forms. There's maybe
Real.
like there's like 12 tables on the bottom floor. Um, and there's but only one of them has someone sitting at them. It's a It's a half elf. He's probably like he's well into adulthood, but he still has youthful features. He keeps his dark hair greased back, and he wears spectacles.
Okay.
And yeah, he's kind of like you don't know if he's filling in forms. He's kind of just like looking through pieces of paper. And he's got his bag on the table. Um, yeah, he looks pretty busy.
Hmm. Do
But
we
he is the
engage?
only NPC in the tavern.
Hmm.
Are we just gonna sit at our own table? I'm gonna go sit at my own table.
I'm
Do
gonna
what you
sit
want,
down,
Tiefling.
sit across from the elf.
Okay, good. So Dane goes off to fill out the forms, and Creed, how do you sit opposite this half elf?
Yeah, just sit down opposite.
Do you just like sit down and you look at him, or you just start to do your forms?
I just start to do my forms.
Okay. The half elf, he kind of like he looks up as you sit down, and he looks at all the other tables in the tavern, but he doesn't say anything. Um, and he goes back to writing. But you, I'm gonna have you make a perception check. Um,
Okay.
and you have +4. Yeah, you rolled a critical success.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this
Nice.
this half elf, this is Marco Volpe.
Ooh.
He is basically he used to be the richest man in the world until perhaps 2 years ago, with the
Mhm.
rise of Didier Trading Company, which is like a big business conglomerate headed by Geoffrey Didier. Um, and basically, Marco Volpe, um, he's renowned among, yeah, I guess like street kids would see him as like a celebrity because he too went from rags to riches just off of his intellect alone. Um, and Creed has seen this man before when he was a kid. He frequently came in and out of Zurchville to trade his goods, um, but he doesn't immediately recognize you. He's probably seen heaps of other uh, like urchin kids like ask how he got so rich.
Mm,
But yeah, you know this person is Marco Volpe, master merchant of Zurchville.
mm, Marco Volpe.
So yeah, this guy would have been like a celebrity to the street urchins of Zurchville, and you've just sat across from him and is alone and is trying to do his paperwork.
Hmm. I
Are you
say to
gonna?
him,
Okay. Yeah.
you, you're Marco Volpe, right?
Uh, yes, I'm Marco Volpe. Uh, and you are?
I'm Creed. I heard about you when I was a kid.
Well, when you're a kid, yeah,
Oh, his
great.
accent changed.
Yeah, I'm trying to settle into one. I've been going for like Russian. Oh, you reckon you knew about me when you were a kid? That's great. You also great paperwork. I'm doing paperwork. And he,
Can I just ask you one more thing, and then I'll leave you be. Do you know a man by the name of Merlin Truegift?
Merlin Truegift is it is a children's book character. Merlin Truegift. Big wizard, big beard. Um, it is it is work of children.
Mm,
But I'll tell you something, Tiefling. You said you recognize me.
yes.
Are you from Zertsville?
Yes, I grew up in the streets around Zerchville.
Yes, and I remember maybe 10 years ago, one of these little tiefling boys tried to steal something from me.
Whoop.
I don't suppose that was you?
Look, man, there's a couple little tiefling boys running around Zerchville that I know of. My hands are clean-ish.
Somehow I do not believe you. I will have you know that I still have the item that you tried to steal.
And what would that be?
Okay, so um clearly you know you tried to steal it. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. You
Yep.
remember that it was like a box.
Mm.
It was like a puzzle
Oh yeah.
box.
Oh,
And you remember that you lifted it from him when you were a kid, but you realized that you needed keys to open it. It's got 4 locks. Um, one lock on each of the sides of the box. And you did steal the box from him, but you realized that you needed the keys, and in good faith, you ended up giving it back to him, and you apologized.
Mm.
He says, "Oh, I remember you gave it back to me. You you're not all so bad."
Thanks, man.
But tell me, Tiefling, what are you doing here in the old Adventurers Guild? There's nothing but dust and annoying gnomes here these days.
Wait, Ken's a dwarf, isn't he?
yeah.
Ah.
The gnome. They're talking about the tavern.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, yeah, I know an annoying
Oh,
gnome.
okay. But you can still just talk about the tavern dude being annoying.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, speaking of annoying gnomes, that's actually why I'm here. Me and my acquaintance over there received a quest from Shamrock down at the brew house.
Oh, Shamrock, I know this man well. Tell me, he wants you to kill the giant rats in his cellar.
Does everyone know about these rats?
Well, if you look at the piece of paper, it says Marco Volpe is his associate.
Oh,
Mm,
right.
yeah.
True.
You didn't see that before.
No.
Well,
Yes,
I
so
was listening in.
he wants
Then
you to kill the. Oh, sorry, you saying?
I was just gonna say I'm just listening into this whole conversation and know that it's Marco Volpe and yeah, like it is like the associate of
Yeah, so
Shamrock.
you
Yeah.
recognize. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read the note properly, so I don't know this.
Yes,
But
yes, yes, everyone knows about the giant rats. He's been trying to get rid of them for a week, but you probably can tell that not many adventurers around these days.
Yeah,
So
good thing we.
tell me how you're going with filling in the application.
yeah. I think I got it. I just do it. Is it necessary to put down a next of kin?
No, I don't think Thurwin actually looks at them. I think she just puts it in the filing cabinet and forgets about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I filled the
I'm
rest
just
of my
drawing like
application in with gibberish.
You're just roaring all over it.
I just drew like a big hammer over the whole sheets of paper.
Um,
Um,
Marco kind of looks over at the dwarf and he says to Creed, "This is a friend of yours.
An acquaintance.
You are
We
taking Shamrock's quest together."
Yes, we are, along with a man who claims to be this Merlin Truegift.
His eyes narrow and he seems very confused by that. What? Uh, this man, he claims to be book character.
Hey,
like,
hey, dwarf man,
yes,
Trip,
I'm
come
I'm
here.
busy. Like,
Yes, yes, dwarf
okay,
friend, come, come, come.
one. Well, what's happening over here?
Yes, we are talking
Trip.
about your friend Merlin Truegift. This is quite humorous to me.
Yes, the drow elf.
He is a drow, so very far removed from big wizard, big beard.
Yes. Why's that? I'm just like, because I haven't heard about this book before.
It is old story about magic and wizards and saving city from giant brain. It's very strange thing. But your friend is not Merlin Truegift.
Oh,
What?
what? What? The elf lied to me,
Yes,
and I.
elves tend to do this. And as he says this, he kind of like brushes his ears.
Hey,
I am half elf. Don't worry.
so you're half elf.
Don't worry about it. It's just, uh, it's funny.
Are you Merlin Truegift?
You're funny.
Well,
Anyway, you two adventurers, yes?
yes.
Yeah.
You would be interested in an actual quest?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
If
man.
if it's better than
Better
beating
than better than
killing rat.
killing some rats.
He kind of like nods and then he folds his hand together and leans in conspiratorially. You are very strong adventurers, yes?
Of
Yep.
course.
You know
Always.
many, many spells.
Yes.
Mm, I'm not much of a spell master.
Oh, you very strong.
Yes.
Excellent. Listen, it's very hard to find adventurers these days. If you if you can fulfill this quest, and Shamrock speaks highly of you, I have an adventure for you.
Oh.
Oh.
What's this quest? Oh, you mean the rats?
Yes, yes, once you kill rats, you do that. I know you're strong adventurers. Then perhaps I have a more lucrative business deal for you.
What's this
Hmm.
deal?
I don't know how much to trust you, but perhaps you could sway me.
All right. Um,
Intimidation.
I'm just like, um, no. I give him 1 gold coin. Like, is this enough to buy your information?
He kind of slides the coin back to you and he says, "You are adventurers, you have been to the capital recently. I like to trade information for information.
All right. What would you like to know?
I want to know what you know about the assassination of Miatira Spring Seeker."
Uh, I just turn to Creed and say, should I tell him that it was someone dressed in my robes?
Yeah. Tell him everything. I, I like this guy.
Okay, Creed has had more interaction with him, so I'm just like, I tell him that a gnome wearing my garb killed Mithira.
Ah, yes, I know this. You also wearing the robes, but you know, you do not match the description I have heard.
No.
Yes, yes. He kind of he pulls out from a piece of paper like a bit of parchment, and you can see it's the Tutski Gazette issue for the day
Oh yeah.
prior. And he
Mm.
says, "Have you read this?"
Yep.
Uh, um, did we read it? Like, where did we get this?
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, are we just gonna say we read it while reading it?
Saw it
Well,
around.
it's like yeah, it's let's say it's like plastered all around town.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it around town while we've been walking to here, whereas to the guild.
Yes, yes. So you know that this short-statured man is in custody.
Yes, that's true.
And you're telling me that he is wearing the robes.
Yes.
This part did not make it even through my most trusted sources of information. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Perhaps I could tell you one bit of information about this quest I would like to give you.
All right. Lay it on us. Lay it on us.
Okay, he kind of leans in again.
Mm.
He says, "I'll tell you a big secret.
Mm.
You know King Autumn Cutter?"
Heard of him?
King Autumn Cutter.
Yeah, so you've Dane has definitely heard of King Autumn Cutter. He
Mm-hmm.
is the Lord of the Capital, and leader of de facto leader of like the known world. Basically, like there's a
Yeah.
bunch of cities and they all have their own lords, but for whatever reason, King Autumn Cutter is like the big dog. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Creed's also heard the name. He just knows he's like some fancy rich guy. Um,
Okay.
you've heard of King Autumn Cutter, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
Yes. Secret is to do with this, and he points to the Tatsuki Gazette where it says alcohol-fueled violence. He says, "What do you think of this part, alcohol-fueled violence?"
Likely to the well, he didn't seem like. No, I couldn't tell he was alcohol infused. I saw him throw up a couple of signs, which was kind of weird, though.
And you,
The
tiefling friend, do you think that alcohol would drive someone to murder the most influential woman in the world?
Um, Potentially, but he was up on a roof
Yes,
and
how
he
does
was
drunk
fairly
man get
nimble.
onto a roof?
when I drink, I like to get up high as well.
When
I
I
like to
drink,
get
I
high.
fly.
When I drink, I also like to get high. And it's just like I'm a bit of a druggie now.
Basically, I think this is hogwash. How you say? Bullshit.
Hmm.
Yes,
And
I agree. That doesn't make sense.
this ties in with my other sources. And this is the secret I wish to tell you. King Autumn Cutter, by my estimations, intends to ban the sale of alcohol in all cities in the Stoneguard Alliance.
Mhm.
That's ridiculous. I like outburst a little bit and
You like
slam my
slam the
fist on the
table?
table. Yeah,
Dwarf, you like the liquor.
I am a connoisseur
Oh, hell yeah.
of beer. I say.
Oh, beer, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you like beer. I guess that
Yes.
makes sense with the whole dwarf thing. But let me tell you, friend, There's much more money to make in wine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, but I like beer. Just
Yes, good, I guess, but my plan does not involve beer, is what I am saying. It involves wine.
I see.
Um,
Tell us your plan.
Well, do you have any more information?
Um,
show,
well,
show him the note. Show him the note.
I don't think doesn't
I
Merlin
thought you
have
had
the
the
note?
note. Oh
No
fuck!
one
He took
has
the
to
note.
know.
Fuck! But this interaction happens at the table.
Oh, yeah. No one has to know. Fuck. Um, oh, your big wizard beard friend has note? What is on note?
Well, someone, Miss Miathira is writing, talking about trying to find someone named Merlin Truegift.
You're sure this is Miathira's handwriting? It has her seal?
Uh, give me a minute.
You're...
I'm remembering right now.
I
I'm
see, yes, I also
thinking.
tend to take time to
History
remember
check.
things.
I'm just gonna say yes.
Can you can you tell me anything about the seal? He's testing you, so I'm gonna make you roll. I don't know, what would you roll? I guess just random intelligence.
Yeah. That's like. It's +1. That's not too bad. Yeah.
Okay,
I.
so okay, he's gonna ask you. Tell me, dwarf, the seal. Um, how many heads? How many heads of the weird bird-looking things were on the shield?
Well, I've got the thing now. Should I like
Yeah, you just
if it's intelligence check then
you succeeded.
okay 3. I think there's 3 of them.
Three! Three heads of the weird bird-looking thing on Miathira's seal. Well, fantastic. Tell me what the note says.
Like I said, it's looking for someone named Merlin Truegift in this town. Some reason, but we had this elf come with us that named Merlin Truegift apparently. Um,
This is true, tiefling. You have read this note?
I have not.
Oh, why
All I
not?
was shown was the name Merlin Truegift.
Oh. Yeah, every time he hears the name Merlin Truegift, he kind of like narrows his eyes and it seems concerned by its mention. Um,
like, do you know what? Hold on. It also talks about like Miathira knowing that she was going to die, so there's
you
that as
must
well.
find this note and bring it to me. This Merlin Truegift friend of yours, he is troublemaker.
Down, yeah.
It appears to be.
Yeah, he appears to be if it's not if it's a book character and not his actual name. Wait, do I like remember that he said his name earlier?
Oh yeah, you can say like you can say oh his name was Perrin, but I thought it like Merlin might have been a translation.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I say that pretty
Because
much.
Elvish is not one of your languages, is it?
No, I
Okay,
don't think so. Oh, is it? Let me see.
I can check pretty quickly. So you know Dwarvish
Not
Common
one of
and
mine.
Deep Speech.
Ah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Deep speech is like the fucking alien one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the
the
Beholder
the the
language.
I, yeah.
And you can talk to like like maybe you can talk to mind flayers. I don't know.
Hmm. Oh, because I like stuff about the history. It's kind of cool. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So you say you thought like Merlin might have been a translation of Perrin.
Yeah.
Um, and Marcos like kind of slaps his forehead and he's like, "My grandparents were elves. I do not know Elvish, but I can tell you that Perrin does not translate to Merlin."
See.
Mm.
So that drow lied to us. Let's finish off this paperwork and get back to him. I draw another hammer on the second piece.
Let's get back to this, like very seriously. Yes,
Pulls out a ruler.
I can tell you have a lot of information that could be useful to me. You get that note and we'll talk more about this adventure of mine. So,
let's
Alrighty.
let's go.
he looks at Creed and he says, "And for you, Tiefling, after all these years, I will give you the box." And he sets down the box that you haven't seen in 10 years and the keys. And he
Ooh.
throws 4 keys next to the box. And he says, it is yours now. I am not so interested on what is inside. To tell you the truth, I do not even know what is on the inside.
You never opened it?
Well, listen. Let me tell you a little secret in economics. Are you listening?
Yep.
Maybe it matters not so much what is on in the inside of the box, but what the customer wants to believe is inside the box. A buyer will pay a high price if they believe they're getting a good deal.
Interesting.
To keep it close and its contents a secret speaks to this principle of mine. But you seem more interested in it than I, and I don't really have any use for it.
Cool. Thanks, man.
All right. So
Hmm.
do we just leave then?
Yeah, I leave the last half of my documents unfilled in and hand them to the lady.
I just
Filled
write
in.
dwarf quickly on the rest of them.
Name dwarf, sex dwarf. Alright, so you
um.
go back to Thurwin at the reception.
Yep. I did properly fill in like at least the first page, by the way. The rest of it is gibberish and blank.
Oh my
I
god, you
didn't.
guys are back. She takes Creed's paperwork and then takes Dane's paperwork. She looks at Creed's like, oh my god, you have such nice handwriting. So, welcome to the Adventurers Guild. You're now eligible for quests. If you wanted to take one, like I wouldn't say no. You know, that cat's been missing for quite some time now.
I think that cat
We'll
is
deal
dead.
with we'll deal with the rats. We'll just deal with the rats. We got to get back there anyway.
Well, I mean, you still have time. Like, Shamrock didn't really want you to come back until like
That's
nightfall.
true.
Mm.
Um,
Let's go
Well,
find these cats, Ben.
fine.
you can
What's the
you
reward? These cats.
fuck.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. It says it says
What's
inquire
the way to
with
get
like
around it?
quest giver or something.
Okay.
Um,
Can we just take the cat?
Let's go look for these cats. What's the piece of paper say? Can I just rip the piece of paper off the bulletin board?
yeah, she just hands it to you.
Okay, cool.
Maybe you can like get the gist of what is written on this find lost cat
Yeah.
quest.
um.
All right. Thanks, Terwin.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well.
god, you're so welcome. So you're
See
just
you
like,
later,
you're walking out while
love.
you're reading the lost cat.
Yeah.
Marco like flags you down and he says to Creed, Tiefling, if you are looking to, how you say, fuck around with the box, um, do it away from prying eyes, no? Maybe in like an open field or something. Something where no one will get hurt.
Noted. Good thing I didn't open it when he gave me the keys.
Oh.
Thanks, Marco.
Hey, no
See you
problem.
around.
See you guys. Bye.
Goodbye, Marco.
So yeah, what's written on this find lost cat?
Do you wanna?
Lost cat. Name responds to Turtwig.
Turtwig?
Brown with one white eye patch,
Oh.
and that's it.
That's it. You're just trying to look for a cat. Alright, well, I mean, you're a
Yeah.
druid, right? Maybe you could like track it or something.
Oh wait.
Wait. Can you? Yo, Tiefling, you said you're a druid. Can you turn into a cat?
No, man, I'm only level 1.
Damn it. Maybe if we kill the rats, get you to level 2, we turn you into a cat, hand him over to the lady.
Bro, that'd be mad.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna keep
that's
the
a good
cat.
idea. Maybe
Okay.
maybe we can do that one because you get level 2 change form.
Wait, do I?
Yeah, and you
Let
can
us
turn into like
see.
anything that I give you the go ahead on.
Oh, where's
Alright.
the?
But
No, that's not druid. That's barbarian.
if you want one more thing to do, I would
Mhm.
suggest trying to open that box like in a field somewhere.
Alrighty.
But I'll give you a description of the box.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say you kind of, so Dane suggested, hey, once you get to level 2, maybe you could turn into a cat.
Yeah. Like the lady hears me say that, I think. Like I don't.
And she's kind of just like, she's got a bitch face on it again. She's like, for fuck's sake. Um,
It's like these guys obviously aren't real. Or like, yeah, just judging us.
so you head back, I guess, yeah, Creed, where do you want to open this box? Marco told you to do it away from prying eyes. And somewhere in the open.
Well, let's how long have we been here?
I don't know. It's still like, it's
Because
like the early afternoon, I guess.
my charm
Mm.
person only lasts an hour.
Oh, true. Yeah, it would have worn off by now.
Mm,
And like, if
Okay.
he sees you, he'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go like
Is there some
can we
sort
just
of
like bush
field
bash
somewhere?
back to the we'll take the path for almost to the checkpoint and then we'll just bush bash around it.
Okay, so do you want to like make a I guess that both of you make stealth checks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Is that to like get past the guard?
Yeah, let's say like there aren't really many roads out.
Mm.
And like, dude, you let me just tell you, you could fucking take these guys in a fight. Like, um,
Well,
yeah.
we'll see how the stealth check goes.
Yeah. I'll take. What's my stealth?
You
Minus
have
one.
disadvantage on
Cool.
stealth.
Me.
Yeah.
And I have super advantage.
So I have disadvantage on stealth and minus one. So there's that. Let's let's go. I try and copy what Dane is doing. What sorry, Creed is doing.
All right. So Creed leads the way. How
Yeah.
do you try to sneak by this barrier in the hut? Once you get across it, you're good to go.
I'm gonna shimmy up into the trees. I'm
Yeah, but
assuming this is a forested area,
okay. So the trees around.
Mm. So I'm like,
and I'm gonna just like
okay.
hop through the trees over them.
If I fail the stealth, so I'm
You
gonna
just fall
try and
out of
Do
do
you
the
want to
this.
know
tree.
if you succeed or fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know right now on what I depending on what I do.
So you roll higher than Creed. You both
What?
succeed.
What the fuck? I do this. I climb up the
Oh wait,
tree,
no,
but like,
I didn't do disadvantage. Sorry, I have to roll again.
oh okay.
All right, you rolled even higher. You rolled a nine. You rolled a Your lowest value was a 16.
Oh my god.
Creed rolled an 11, which was barely enough to get past.
So he's like accidentally rustled some bushes, like the leaves of the tree.
Yeah, so
Uh,
let's say
Yeah, I think I
the
got that.
male bandit kind of like notices something and like he's still a bit like vexed by the spell. So he sees like he thinks he sees a tiefling and is like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And then it's like, "Oh, what? Oh."
like what the fuck?
And his
I
compatriot's like, "What? Are you okay?" It's like, "Oh, I think I'm seeing things."
Yeah, and they're like talking now,
Yeah.
right? So they're like distracted. So what I do is I like trying to copy Creed. I like dig my hands into the tree, like punch it while climbing up instead of grabbing branches and shit.
Oh my God. So you like punch through the tree and then like twist your hand so it's like locked into the tree. So,
Um,
so you just got like these fucking like ice axes for hands, and there's fucking like acorns and squirrels like falling out of the tree while
yeah.
you're scaling this like 100-year oak.
Yeah, and it's fine because it's so old and like
Yeah,
strong.
maybe the bandits went to like just lay down and he's not feeling so good.
Well,
Yeah, the
they're just
bandit just says,
yeah.
"Oh, must be the wind." All right, so again you avoid combat. Good job, everyone. Um,
That's great. So good at it.
We're doing the stealth playthrough.
Gonna not level up ever.
We don't need to. It's fine.
True. Fuck.
all right, so you make it to a clearing. No one can see you. It seems like the perfect spot to try and have a look at this puzzle box that Marco has given Creed. So, um, it's a sinister looking metal box with an iron lock built into each of its four sides. Each
Ooh.
lock sports a keyhole with a sculpted image above it. So you got four locks, and each lock has like a little, I don't know, like a little metal shape above it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, and you have a keychain with four keys on it. So clearly, like, these keys have to go into the holes to unlock it. So written in the box, or sorry, written on the box, let's say on the bottom, it's kind of like a tiny little plaque that's been like engraved with like a song verse, I guess. And it says, "The spells on these locks are all the same, though each possesses a unique name. Count on your answer to unlock the way, but use the wrong key to your dismay."
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll need to show you pictures of the keys. The because it okay, I'm showing you pictures of the keys. So each
Alrighty.
key is like got a skull on top, and they all have a different number of teeth on the actual key part. Okay, so you have a box with 4 locks. Each lock has like a little figure above it, and you have 4 keys.
Right. Well, can we see the figures?
You want to know what the figures are?
I would like to know what the figures are, please.
Okay, you have on one a snake, you have on another a spider, on the third lock you have a bat, and on the fourth you have a wolf.
Hmm. Interesting.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, take your time.
Yeah. Having a little look.
I'll write the, what
It
did I
was a
say?
snake, spider, bat, wolf.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I got it. You see, like
Yeah, what's up?
Tiefling, have you figured out this yet?
Nah.
And I just like try and like humble brag that I've figured it out. So
Oh, you haven't figured it out? Ooh, that's embarrassing.
yeah, it's embarrassing, Tiefling. So as you can see, each of these keys has a certain number of prongs on them, and each of the animals has a certain amount of letters.
Oh.
So we put the keys with the animals that
I
have the
get
same
you.
amount of prongs with the letters.
That
Do you need
seems
me
a
to
bit.
re-explain that to
That
you?
seems a bit too simple. There's got to be some other hidden message in it.
Okay. Can we? Is he gonna do a check on that in some way?
I cast.
What do you want to? What do you want to check?
I don't know.
Do you want to check? Is it really
Not
that
me.
easy? No, I'm
Yeah.
talking.
I cast Druidcraft to make it rain leaves.
What the fuck? Rain leaves.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
To intimidate him.
Oh, so you're rolling intimidation.
Why are you intimidating him? What happened?
He's made me feel meek.
Insecure.
Insecure.
So the
Sure.
only
It's
thing
trying to
that
scare
Creed
me.
can think of to intimidate you is to make some leaves appearing
Make some
out of
leaves
thin air.
happen. Well, his intimidation's only +1, right? Fair. Like, I'll be like, what the fuck? Where did these leaves come from?
So Creed.
If
So Dane says, basically, anyone could tell. It's the letters in each of the animals. It corresponds to the number of teeth on the
Even a
keys.
child could tell.
And Creed's like he's like getting angry. And does Druidcraft require verbal somatic?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So
He
what are you
says
doing?
leaves.
You're conjuring. Tell me what you're doing as you're like riling up.
Oh, is it only somatic?
I
It's verbal and somatic.
verbal as well.
What was that, sir?
Ah,
It's verbal and somatic.
um, I like sort of crunch my fingers in and out, just not intentionally, as I mutter, um, is it leave me alone?
Leave me alone, not leave me alone.
Yeah, but like the magic misinterprets my words.
Misinterprets? What happened?
Well, the way I say it, the magic was like, oh yeah, that's what he meant.
Okay. So your magic corrects you.
Yeah,
Okay, and then
I'm a level 1, mate.
and then what happens? So you cast this
And
spell.
and then
Because he's trying to intimidate me, right?
leaves rustle around and fall out of and swirl around, like lots of leaves, bunch of leaves.
Like a lot of
Like
leaves
you
come
know how
down.
in like in in like movies there's like the big pile of leaves and the dog runs through it. It's like that amount of leaves just falls.
Just straight on top of both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what do you wanna roll against this, Dane? I can't think of anything. He's
Would it
trying to
just be?
intimidate you by casting leaves.
Oh wait, this is the wrong person. One sec.
Leave me alone. Like he really stresses the leave.
Wait. So can I roll my history and be like, tieflings have like a
Surely roll
knack for
witchcraft.
getting angry quickly.
No, don't use history
Oh.
for everything.
Yeah, true.
Fuck you.
Fine. What about a nature
Use
check?
nature and be like,
I use a
oh,
nature
leaves
check.
fall sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, do I? Yeah,
There are no
nature.
leaves I've ever seen before. Okay, you roll nature. Yeah, so Dane beats Creed. Tell me how nature helps you to not get intimidated by leaves.
Wait, so would I know like that these leaves are manufactured? Or like, but I should know that anyway, because that's the whole point. I'm just like,
Yeah, sure.
maybe I just know that these are harmless leaves.
Oh, these are just leaves.
Yeah, like there's no poison or anything. It's like there's no cause for alarm whatsoever, and it's just like, yeah, and because of that, I know that he just fucked up this.
So is it like
accidentally
a
summoned leaves.
torrent of like dried leaves just like billow into your face and your hair like goes backwards, your hood like gets pushed off of your head, and it's just like your lips are like going but you're just like just standing there with your arms folded like just not reacting. And Creed's just like kind of stands back and is shocked that like it didn't do anything. What does Dane say? Like as a cool retort.
Just like you, just like you're all bark and no bite.
Hey, how was that? Pretty good, I hope. Listen, you're gonna get more of this next week. Maybe a little bit of a shorter episode. And then after that, Perrin will be back and we'll be able to know, we'll find out what Perrin has been up to this whole time. What has he been up to? I'm not so sure myself. Anyway, look forward to it. Goodbye. See ya. See you now. Goodbye.